I can still picture Toshi's surprised look. She was in shock about the woman next door getting murdered, plus her bike and cell phone being stolen. I'm sure she never imagined I'd help out Worm that much. Well, I guess I'm pretty surprised myself. Toshi acts all laid back and careless, but she's built a great wall around her heart. It looks like you can get inside, but it's not easy. That's 'cause she's much more fragile than other people. She's been hurt a lot in the past, but that's what I like about her. She's timid, but she manages to take care of herself. I think she's actually the toughest out of the four of us. So when I told her about what I'd done and she gave me this sort of "what are you talking about" look, I felt uneasy. Like because of this whole incident, I've been expelled to some universe far away from the world Toshi lives in. It's not like I feel alienated from her or anything. It's more like, from this point on, the two of us were going to walk down very different paths. With all these worries running through my head, I hurried down the dark road. The neighborhood was quiet. I was afraid there might be cops staking out Worm's house, but there were only a few office types coming from the station. The trees that hung over the road gave off a heavy dampness, like when rain has just let up. The ground was still midsummer hot, and I felt like my body was slicing through the wet air. In Earth Sciences class, we learned that only 50% of the sun's energy reaches the surface of the Earth. Our teacher printed up 2 graphs on his computer to explain it to us. "This one's the breast of a young woman. This one, that of an old granny," he explained, a serious look on his face. The young woman graph was supposed to show how the heat energy accumulates a lot around the equator, while the old woman graph was flat and showed solar energy radiating away. How dumb can you get, I thought. But there were only 5 of us in the class, so we all had to pretend it was funny. The teacher himself said that explaining things like that might constitute sexual harassment. Like I cared. What a loser. He went on, saying, "At the equator, the amount of heat absorbed is more than the heat radiated away, so it's a heat source. The polar regions are the opposite. They're cold sources." A cold source. The vague thought crossed my mind then that that's exactly what I'd been back then. By then, I mean my mom's death, and one other thing that happened. I was just radiating away heat, like the poles, and in my whole life I'd never be warm. That made me sad, and I got depressed. Toshi, Terauchi, and Kirarin all have both parents and pretty affluent families, and I doubt whether they have the kind of worries I have. After my mother died, I was left with my pain-in-the-butt dad and grandparents who worry over everything. I doubt they have any idea how I really feel.